Hello again, students and families. This is Ms. Kaufman. I'm going to be showing you an example of standards-based grading. So here's our example assignment. After reading the story Cinderella, write a summary including 2 details from the text. The standard that we are going to be testing is I will be able to write a summary using textual evidence. There is also an optional extension activity using your summary. Create a book cover for the story Cinderella. Include details, but do not give away the ending. So for each standard, students will be given a rubric. This shows the 5-point scale and how students can earn each score. So if you start all the way at the right, you can see a 0 would be an incomplete or missing assignment. And if you go all the way to the left, you can see the highest score of a 5, which means the student has given a complete summary of the story, including all relevant plot points. They include at least 3 details because, again, they're going above and beyond to get that 5 100%, and they have completed the extension activity. The 4, the 3, the 2, and the 1 all say something along the lines of they have completed the summary, but they might be missing a part or they might not have included enough details. 4 means they have received an A, so they do include all relevant plot points, and they have included their 3 details. They just have not completed that extra step of the extension activity. So here is our summary number 1. A long time ago, Cinderella lived happily with her mother and father until her mother died. Cinderella's father remarried an evil woman who had 2 daughters. When the father died, Cinderella's wicked stepmother turned her into a servant in her own house. Meanwhile, in the castle, the king decided that his son needed a bride. The king invited every eligible maiden in the kingdom to a fancy ball. Cinderella wanted to go but had no dress. Her friends, the mice and the birds, helped her make one. The evil stepsisters tore it apart on the evening of the ball. Cinderella's fairy godmother arrived to save the day, and Cinderella went to the ball. She met the prince, and they fell in love. When the clock struck midnight, Cinderella ran away and accidentally left her glass slipper. The prince was very sad and started looking for her. Eventually he realized the evil stepmother had hidden Cinderella in the attic so she couldn't see her true love. He rescued her, and they lived happily ever after. You've already probably guessed that this summary received a score of 4. Summary number 2. Basically, this is the same summary. There are less details, and you can obviously see that it is shorter, so they have not necessarily included every single plot point. This summary would include a score of 3. We're going to go to summary number 3. Again, you can see that this summary is shorter, there are way less details, and this summary has received a score of 2. For summary number 4, again, you can see it's a little shorter. If we go into the sentences, you can see there was a ball for the prince. Cinderella made a dress so she could go. It ripped. Cinderella's fairy godmother saved the day. She fell in love with the prince. You can see that the sentences are shorter, they don't include as much detail, and they are missing some relevant plot points. So this summary would receive a score of 1. And finally, we have summaries 5, 6, and 7. The first one, you can see, is 3 sentences and doesn't tell us much about the story at all. The second summary, you can see, says IDK, which stands for I don't know. And the third summary, at the very bottom, which just got covered up, is just a blank line. There's nothing written. So all of these summaries would receive a score of 0 because they did not give us enough data to actually give them a good score. So those are our examples. Feel free to go back and pause the video so you can read the different summaries and see how they are missing details or they have enough details and really see the differences between them. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.